So unfortunately, I think I died, right? So game over last time. Now I can go back and load. I just really don't want to do that entire interrogation all over again, personally. Yeah. But I got shot and I died, and that was not fun. But it's whatever. To be fair, I mean, I thought my partner was gonna come in and, save the day, or, we're gonna get into like a really awesome shootout. That's not what happened one bit, so that's really unfortunate. But nothing we can do about that, so. God damn it. God damn it. I really don't want to go through all that dialogue again, to be honest, so.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence. The man says a couple of
Okay, so it's what?
Of course, turning it up seems like a dangerous idea. He smiles, nodding vigorously. He smiles and nods enthusiastically and chattering away in his language. Ladles the mention of mañana.
Sweet. Let me save.
This is where you say your bed.
Yeah, okay.
Detective.
Oh, this is about.
You sure took.
Oh, he was. I can't.
You might.
Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match.
Hang and the background. No, scan the room.
Starting,
Yeah.
sit cough across and in the far corner. Stand on his neck. Let's call this one size for in the middle. In conclusion, exact.
The fuck is with you, fella?
The fuck is with you, fella?
Why do you? Or
Actually,
She.
shut the fuck.
So let me get this straight.
That's right. You're not caught.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Container belt? Because we took it from the harbor.
As he speaks,
We did this together. All of us.
Dang, what's up, Cole?
Until he was dead.
You're right,
That's
go wake
why
up babe.
there's a container
Hope
belt
is
around
starting to
his
stream
neck.
VE again.
Goddamn right.
No. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened so that you don't waste any more of your time.
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive. In my end.
What kind of...
The kind that
a live grenade.
I can't prove it. But I
Cause one.
Really?
Yeah. We couldn't believe.
wrong to kill us.
Yeah.
He grabbed someone?
Yeah.
Show me your cunt. Why don't you show me your cunt? Then he gets knocked on the.
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
No, you're not getting the name. That's a Martinez map.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
Who do you fucking think does?
The sweaty man turns red and looks first down, then around him, apologetically.
It's not the fat ass.
I think you got your answer, Mr. Law.
Yes, there are some administrative differences. But on that night, they all acted as one man.
Yeah, lawman. Why don't...
Not in the arresting mood.
A fearful readiness, like an elect. By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss.
Wise move. You made the right choice there. Now make another one and get the fuck out of our booth. We're not gonna do this again.
I just want to
We
stop talking,
hanged him
bro.
up by his neck.
Didn't they teach you any?
The autopsy did not reveal anything too conflicting this far. You just have to wing it.
Titus, you don't have to clarify anything.
We overpowered him, dragged his unconscious body to the tree, put a noose around his neck, and hanged him till he was dead and steady.
Then we left him for seagulls, maggots, and you fucks.
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first, then see if it all adds up.
What do you mean? Wait, what? Okay, things aren't quite right here, are they? God
Actually,
damn it.
they're admirably, surprisingly composed. This one, but he's always fidgeting, so don't get your hopes up.
Weren't you fucking listening? The fucker came to our bar. It happened right here.
Like what, copper?
You don't have to keep answering his questions.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
It's Tuesday.
Known him? We don't. Yeah.
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town.
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier? The representative for White Pines? The same company you're striking against?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what? Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder, even if it is a group responsibility.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us, real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
God damn. Alright, maybe I'll talk to these fuckos later. I'm not trying to die. I got a bullet in the dome last time. I ain't trying to do that again. Well, there goes my don't die run. prove your authority? Oh, I can't just talk to him. That shit was 3%, and then he's probably gonna shoot me. And I don't really feel like safe's coming, so... What does he think?
Yes?
What does he think? Never mind, he can't tell me anything unfortunately. God damn, I really wish I had that badge.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? I'm afraid I can't say any more until we've taken care of formal protocol.
Feelings will guide the way.
I assure you, it is no small matter for me either. We all share the responsibility for disarming this situation. I hope you have a badge for me as soon as possible. Trust me, officer, I am fully committed to resolving this impasse. This isn't some side gig for me.
You have so much else. I have only this. Spread your hands. This is the entirety of my existence.
She's silent. The wind flaps the sail above her.
Officer. You know, I don't mean to sound cold, but if you want something, you have...
You're doing it. Despite your own best efforts, you're still getting in.
Oh, let's go.
I'll be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. The Union is conducting drug trade out of the harbor. It's an open secret in Martinez. Surely it must not come as a complete surprise to the RCM. Or you can find your badge, which honestly seems like a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue. This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective. Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchman. This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
Brother, I don't know what you want me to do at this point, you know? Like...
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching. Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large, and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters.
The situation might have changed drastically by the time you locate it.
You could request a new one from the station, but that would literally take months.
You're back. Good. It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Shit, yeah, baby. It's the party pipeline. Why would you want to shut that down?
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut. Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dockworkers Union. Still.
The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout.
Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbor into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers. Well, perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
Her irises are light green, like the river Esperance in bright daylight. Upstream.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you. The two might even be connected.
Or not. Though, if you have evidence to the contrary, I'm eager to hear it.
As eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant, once the job is done.
She simply nods.
Alright, let's go talk to the drivers. I do feel like you can't, I mean, yeah, you can play this game more than once, but like, why would you? You know what I mean? It's like playing Clue, like more than two rounds or two games. It's just like, it's not fun. It's not fun after that, I think. And I think the novelty is in the mystery.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that. Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Ilmaran market lately. We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the...
There's no denying it. Your body needs to feel the touch of some good performance wear.
This rockin' beauty. Sure is, like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery? Neat. For carrying large quantities of cargo a long distance. These found tracksuits need to find their way to the kids way out in Wamrau and Loran Bird somehow. Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
Never. They would never illegalize sport. Sport is the most wholesome thing known to man.
We're pals and all?
There's no denying. The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
I mean, I gotta believe him, right? It's in the goddamn on this truck.
Looking for something? Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are... The strike? Oh, they've been at it for a while. A month. 2 months, maybe. Apples. Yeah, apples.
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
Clearly, this guy's not hauling apples.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's...
Likely, yes. This guy's
He was acting tough before. This probably scared him a bit. Who knows when it will come in handy.
What else do I say, bro? Do I talk to this guy? I've never talked to this guy.
Right to work! Back again, eh? Here to show the militia support for our cause? Maybe you should ask them the questions. Like, why we're not allowed to... We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scab.
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If Union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do! We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates. Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. And try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guards blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is. Yeah, I saw your ballerina moves up there. In a real fight, these acrobatics will get you killed faster than a bullet.
You caught them off guard.
It's a highly
That only
debatable-
happens once. Even if you got him twice, or whatever.
Why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure they've done plenty of criminal shit. They have that look.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
Perhaps.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you? Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Everard's law. But really, they're just like you. Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole. Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but the bossman said he's a real piece of work. Thanks for helping out, friend.
You telling me that Kuno stole these goddamn pants? I don't know, dude. There's like so much to do, but like no way to do it, I think.
You see a heavy steel door with the cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. Old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers.
There's gotta be someone who knows how to get in there, right?
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers. There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside.
Can I help you?
Bruh. Talk to this little fucking bitch.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
What?
Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
She means it. The fear is real.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
I come from the woods, good Davidu. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
Don't be traumatizing her. Get the fuck out of here.
I'll die before I squeal, pig. You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, pig. You're not seeing this.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence.
I'll die before I squeal, pig. What's this kid shit? Fucking mind games. I'd rather die than squeal.
Get the fuck out of her face. You got done. Talk to me.
No, you're not. I'm good, G.
I'll die before I... Murder was the case they gave me.
Dude, okay, so what happens if I go to the other side?
Two cables are plugged in an electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now. Something close to you dies with a soft
Why did you do that?
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind.
Seems like an old bunker. It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable.
The beer's eyes are dead and empty. Ice inside the fridge slowly melting. The power has been cut off.
I'm not sure what that means, to tell the truth. Bro, what? It's a little spooky in here.
This old fireplace. Your flashlight slides over. Some of the writing has...
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a dye? Of course. Tell me what you have in mind. I think I have just the right one for you. You're a police officer, right? Here, catch.
A beautiful woman tossing you a gift. Whatever you do, don't overthink it. You overthink it. Your hands can't agree what to do, and the two dice drop to the floor and scatter in opposite directions.
Ah, down the drain, like your career. I apologize, officer. That comment was unnecessary. That one is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay. The other one was the inverse. They were a set, you see, but now the set is broken. It's a shame. They might have brought you luck. You definitely... Now, was there anything else? How did I...
She doesn't let it show, but there's anger in there.
Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dyes out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there. Not especially. I like working with rare materials.
Okay, so let me go back down there.
A thick layer of cold dust. A hollow ring echoes through the furnace. Your toe hurts. It's dark and the echo is so prominent. It's...
What are you doing? Wait, really?
So what if we plug in?
Both cables are unplugged from somewhere in the dark. A giant electrical mammal. The bear's eyes are still glowing red, watching over all the ice cream wrappers hidden inside its belly. Only the red cable is plugged into the breaker box, while the black one, somewhere, a machine hums along with the current. Happy, an electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now. The bear's eyes are dead and empty. Ice inside the fridge.
Okay, so the big ass fucking thing turns off the fridge. But what does the black one do?
Only the black something close to you dies with a soft
Why did you do that?
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say.
Yo, there's a section over here I've never seen.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Maybe it's time to call this bitch again.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Nothing happens. The filament slides out of its glowing nest. Tiles on the cube are still like a smooth draw. The filament slides into place. Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering. The speaker comes to life.
Good morning. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule? Good. Please repeat the password. Still no. Still no. Received. I will.
Don't worry. Password.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can? Fortress accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been. One moment. Fortress accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive calling. Any other questions? Thank you. And
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Nothing happens. Behind the hatch sits
Motherfucker. The password's not on the goddamn board?
your flashlight. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can. This is a monthly calendar from the year. It looks a bit like an academic calendar. So much pain. Back pain. Neck pain. Headaches. Carpal. As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details."
That's what I already did.
The handwriting, the full outside, the cold wind. Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. Casting the filament slides out of its. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Something's missing. There's no tape. tiles on the cube are like a smooth draw. Nothing happens.
I need to figure out... But the power doesn't work either.
The barbell waits.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not no one does until they get smashed under the barbell. You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not no one does.
Wait a minute. What if there's like a password here?
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book, is garbage, and would only give you cancer anyway. With wholeness, unity, balance, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself. It's your own fault if you're ill. Got it? The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from. How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has... There's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder.
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no!
I want to buy it though. Dumb bitch.
The plaque on the shelf reads, biographies of famous people. Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head suddenly. A particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, chronicles the romance between two of the finest. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other. Next to that, Rivasholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse though, but not too long. I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead, take your time. I would say... The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool, delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to a very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education. The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things. Certainly, it's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society.
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside.
I think I am gonna get it.
A true cultural touchstone. Enjoy the read.
The Greatest Innocence by João Paulo Salomão Lopes de Fuego.
Crack
the book
open
is
this
large
immense
and heavy.
tome.
Browsing through the various chapters, you try your best to understand the ceaseless overflow, the sprawl. You can do it. It'll be worth it. Your educational survey is done. Did you catch any of that? No. Oh well, it's pop. That's the spirit. Here we go. Dolores Day. Incorrect. Sola was anointed. Sola resigned after an assassination attempt by a Yugo nationalist who blamed her for not taking the side of the left during the turn of the century revolutions. Innocent. Correct. Nothing much is known about him. It's not even clear that he was a he, but Franco Negro presumed as such and called him Pius. He's depicted as a young man with molten gold pouring out of his mouth. All he spoke was gold. It's said he invented God and equality of men before God. He also introduced the gold standard as a way for measuring people's love for Aurum. As the first innocence, he declared that there should be more of those like him. It is presumed his disciples were the beginning of the Holy Party. Question 2. Who? Easy. Everybody knows the answer to this. You, me, anybody.
I'm gonna keep it a book.
Incorrect. Even though the word, just steer clear of this one, okay? There's something terrible about this one.
Ah, shit.
Who knows? You feel like you lost her somehow. Yes, the quiz is impersonal. No need to rouse sensations in yourself at the mention of Dolores Day. Who was the first innocence? It wasn't her.
Just gonna Google it, dude. Nah, that's cheating. That's not, no.
Incorrect. An innocence is the highest category of historical. I can do better. Great. Dolores. Correct. Named the innocence of militarism, he codified hereditary rule, but at the same time ended serfdom and established the Inter-Isolari Real as the global reserve currency. He also established the concept of the nation. Franco Negro attempted to solve the rising tensions between the aristocracy and bourgeoisie by building a unified society in which every man has a place and a mission, but at the same time may rise to nobility provided on the strength of his virtue. Question 3. Who was the false innocence? Correct.
Let's go!
There have been a number of counter or false innocences, some assumed to have innocentic qualities, some who just thought so themselves. Occasionally, they have the support of a faction inside the ecclesiastic organization, and accusations of foul play have arisen. The most famous and important of these was Ernest Pasternak. He was into torture, despotism, hymns, cannons, and world conquest, but got defeated and humiliated by Stepan the Despicable of Kedra. Final stretch. You've come so far and learned so much. This is the most important one. Question 4. Who was the greatest innocence? The most important of them all. The most precious to humankind. I don't even have to say it anymore.
It's gotta be Dolores Day.
Correct. The Mets might see Franco Negro as the father of nations, but as of this century, there's been a great shift in attitude. Dolores Day has become widely regarded as the greatest innocence. A most radical change to the whole everything from inter-isolary travel to the connected world to 3 consecutive scientific revolutions can be traced back to her. Every decade that passes, she seems less human somehow, and more beautiful, and more beautiful, and more beautiful. Congratulations on finishing the test. A C, vaguely passable. A solid effort with nothing much else to show. You would have done better if you just left Dolores Day for the end. Dial the Dolores Day down a bit.
What's going on with you?
Okay. You are shouting at an inanimate object, like a real...
So did I learn literally anything from that, or was that a waste of time and money? Can I sell it?
Yes? Hello? Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
Not all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working class woman needs something to read. It is. I know you are. Mm-hmm. What with?
Help her by carrying things? Maybe she needs a weightlifter. Maybe she needs you to fight her husband. No, that's not it. Her hands move over the book covers. An array of neurons fire up with joy. Bum her a cigarette.
No, I don't. Why do you think that I smoke? It's not like yours look much better.
She is right. Your hands look even worse than hers. With tiny...
I already told you.
She's lying. She's goddamn lying. She has smokes. She sighs. The woman before you... No.
You bitch. I'm gonna get rid of this goddamn flashlight. I don't need it anymore. But I walk around with a crowbar in case someone wants to fuck with me. I do think Kim's policeman uniform is 5
Just
years.
an ordinary war.
Better than mine. I like his pants. Ugh. Fuck with his pants heavy. God damn. Interesting. Need to find out what's in this box. 75 cents. Fantastic trophy.
This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you... The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands. No response wherever.
It kind of seems like there's nothing else for me to do. I feel like I've kind of talked to everybody personally.
This is the night watchman's...
Mister. I knew you'd be back to talk. Sure, mister. Absolutely. I'm always... Yes, I'm like...
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real... But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here, and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes, I am.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up.
Well, thanks a lot. Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust... Oh, hey, mister. Oh, that one. That should be it.
Told you.
Nah, there's something in there, man.
Mr. Dubois, every worker... That's right, Mr. Dubois. I see the socialist democratic fervor now burns in your heart, too. How can I help you today? I don't know what that means, Harry, but I love it. I love your initiative. Knowing you're out there keeping things running lets me focus on the big picture stuff. Don't even tell me what was going on. Alcoholic brew, stronger, stopped it, strike. I'm just gonna let you surprise me, Harry. Yes, yes. What's that, Harry? You're getting a little pale. Mr. Dubois, every word. Most certainly, Harry. Nothing brightens my day like brainstorming these things with you. Racist mugs in the trash and in the apartment? You guys are just light years ahead of me. I have so much confidence in the ability of your organization. I'm relieved you're doing this and leaving me to do what I do best. Helping.
Yes, yes. Do you think this weasel is somehow connected to the murder?
Oh, no. I don't cross paths like that. All I want is for you to succeed in your investigation. I would never complicate things for you. Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody. Just your basement variety nobody. Can't imagine him being connected to a high-caliber case like this, but he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are neat freaks. If you don't mind me saying so, I feel like a real detective right now, Harry. Am I getting this right?
That's not how you baton someone. The technique is way off. You strike with your whole body, not just the baton.
Yeah.
Oh, Harry, thanks for the tip. I'll leave doing the real damage to you. You are the real police officer after all, not me. By all means, Harry, what's on your mind? What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any jolly fat guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this?
I am? But what do you mean? That's a lie. What?
You've hurt me, Harry. Me, a friend.
And gets over it in 2 seconds. Seems like it didn't really hurt.
I trust you, like I trust all my friends. And I know you'll never talk to me about this again, because you don't want to wound me. So do what you want.
Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to do what we must.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry.
None taken. Did we have anything else to do here, Harry?
I feel like that got me nowhere. Just a couple experience points. See, I don't know. Oh my gosh. I feel like there's so much time in the day to do what little I'm already doing. And I know I'm doing little. I feel like I should be doing more. Maybe a lot more. Of course, I don't have all the pieces to the puzzle. So. So what do I do, you know?
The already familiar cold touch of plastic. You see several packaged raincoats. The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to
What is what? If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
Her attention is drawn to the raincoats. Stealing one undetected will now be more difficult. A colorful
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
Shut up, bitch. I hate you.
The afternoon sun shimmers off the white on blue police livery of the motor carriage.
Buy some of the ammonia. No thanks, Buster. I'm not gonna do that. Why would I do that? Isn't that bad for you?
Do something important? Something murder-related? Even at a standstill, the unibody Caprice Kanema looks sleek and dynamic. The cabin is tilted frontward to give it. Someone has waxed it recently.
That machine really puts the loco back in locomotion. Point to the vehicle. Very cool.
Mm-hmm. You want to take a closer look? $130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
Jesus. That's what rubs your chin. A 7-liter V12?
7.2. Supercharged.
Damn, Kim. You're gonna be fucking speeding with Dominic Toretto and doing some heists very soon.
Yes. An extraordinary machine.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing into it. Flare it up. Slam it down.
Sorry, I'm...
Lingo it up.
No. That's porno tuning.
Use bigger words.
Those spinners were elegant, sleek, radiant even. What you're suggesting is porno. Porno. That's short for pornography.
Alright.
That's a negative on the porno.
I don't even know what you're talking about, Kim. Are you coming on to me? Are you trying to grab my dick? Are you trying to grab my dick? Kim. Kim, come on, man. Show me a good time at least. Brother. Alright. Let's see.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up? Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms. Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. They usually get shipped to Grodd in the Oxy.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically.
Everything's still cool here, officer. You mean these delicious pre-packaged shelf-stable meal kits? Really easy to cook, no hassle, really cheap too. Buy some, try. No problem here, officer. I get all...
Wait. Humanex. Humanitarian aid.
What? Look, officer, I'm just a retailer. You'd have to talk to my supplier if you got questions about the supply chain.
Interesting.
I can persuade him to give me some money. I'm gonna try this. How do I boost my rhetoric? Literally nothing I'm wearing boosts my rhetoric. Well, this beanie doesn't help. God damn. I'm gonna take this off. I look stupid.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Fuck it. Let's roll the dice.
No need to dress this one up. Just tell him what you want.
Oh, okay. But why, officer? Ah, yes.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe?
Sorry, detective.
Couldn't I have just save scummed that check? I feel like I could easily save scum that check. I want to get up here and talk to her, but I can't because I'm pretty sure it's either one, A in her room, or B, behind in the kitchen, but I can't get there, unfortunately. And I'm not too sure how. Can I talk to Sylvie? Maybe she knows how to get in there. She doesn't want to talk to me after I verbally harassed her, so...
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheat.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a second. Sylvie Malaika on the line. Yes. Hello? Oh, great. What else do you need, detective?
God damn it.
You hear the call.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer. Over. Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
The white suede feels luxurious under the touch. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled.
No. That's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know there are...
Dog, I'm sorry.
You're back. The lorries are still stuck at the roundabout. If the police is asking, one of the drivers might admit to it. How do you think they're financing this strike?
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely... Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you. No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. This is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the trade committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge. Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west.
Cold breath rushes in from the bay, making its way down the alleyways and potholed streets.
A lot of it. It comes in from large Samaran factories in South Safre, Sigai, and Sinyao. The literage they must get from this terminal alone must be oceanic.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Trade and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
She simply nods.
I mean, I can level up, right? That's not an issue. The issue lies in the fact that these bozos don't want to fucking talk to me. So I'm a scummy detective. Fucking piece of shit, scummy detective.
Still here, stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
Well, I'm not talking to this guy. I got like, absolutely no empathy, but dude,
Looking for something? Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are... Apples. Yeah, apples.
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
if I level up my rhetoric, maybe.
Looking for something? Oh, not much anymore. Apples.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something
Let's
to
go.
hide.
Let's go.
Look, as detective. I come from a long line of lorrymen. We got ancient rights and privileges. Oh, I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man. Just regular, Koiko picked apples.
Damn, you're not gonna get more out of him on this. He's put up the wall of racism.
Oh yeah, they're a big deal. My great-grandfather was a carter, had a royal license and everything. We've tried to hold on to our privileges. Sure fucking is. We have a guild and everything, huh? Very ancient, very prestigious. Goddamn right. They've been trying to fuck us out of our heritage in the name of profit. But when they try to replace us, they'll regret it. Trusting street thugs with their goods is going to fuck them right up the ass. Mark my words. Generations of practice ain't no laughing matter. Oh yeah, there a big someone with a cart. What did you think it was? That's how deep into history our thing reaches. Not at all. Hell no. It's a guild. Trusting street thugs with...
What did I learn? I didn't learn shit. Impossible. I can do this now. I think. Well, no, I'm not. Right. Well, I'm gonna do it anyway because I leveled up, but this will be my last shot. So. If not, I'm just gonna kill myself. Actually, I should quick save at least.
the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
3%? Is it saying because I need an 18 and I only have 10? No, I'm not gonna do that. I don't... Yeah, dude, I don't know what my thoughts are. What I can do is ask for more money from that guy. I can do that. Brother, oh my goodness gracious. Click here. Big dog.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Start with a little compliment, then work your way up from there. This is about business, remember.
Oh, okay. But why, officer? An investment? What kind of investment?
Oh, fuck. I might fuck this up. I don't know. Investment in your customer base. I'm a policeman. It's an investment. No, I'm not gonna confiscate.
Ha! That! You drive a hard bargain, officer. I respect that. Okay. What's it going to cost me? Be reasonable.
1 million real.
Sounds like a fair deal all around.
Corruption.
Yes, Kim, but check it, check it. Now I can buy clothes off of it.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
But I won't have enough money for tomorrow. You know what? You know what? No, you know what? I'm gonna be that guy. I might save Scum.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them.
No way, officer! These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk. No, officer. You're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing less than the best. Lucky for you, I've got the best on sale. Well, if you want, but see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If, on the other hand...
Damn, so you have to buy the sneakers first.
Super cool! Now the premium...
The sneakers seem to vibrate in your hands with an almost mystical energy.
The junk is yours, officer. Happy listening. Try not to hurt your ears with that Samaran garbage.
Awesome, I probably just wasted money, but... Bro, they're worth 30. What? I could sell it back, dude. What? That's kick ass. Yeah, let me try on these kicks. Oh my god. Have I been conceptualizing your thoughts? No, I have not been conceptualizing my thoughts. And they give you buffs. Thing is, I saw nothing but negatives on that, on all of them. So... Actually, I can wear a coat, right? Wait a minute, but these speakers might be for something. Why did you? There's no magic speakers. These are lame speakers. All they will reduce. Sell them for cash. Okay. Oh, what's this?
Wow, a very large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands out from the other garb. Oh yeah, the print depicts a muscled man striding toward you, a giant sword in each hand, encircled by burning embers. Behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames. Beneath him are the words,
2 real.
That's dirt cheap.
But why? I sympathize, I do. But this is a for-profit enterprise. 2 real.
That's dirt cheap.
But why? I deal in goods, not services.
That's dirt cheap.
But I suppose that makes sense, yes. Please go ahead and take it. Hello, hello. Sure.
Not
Let
only
me have
did
a
I
look.
get that shirt for free, but
Anything else you're
Sell
thinking of
these
selling?
speakers.
Another time, back.
What's that shirt I bought? Physical instrument shivers, but I get no authority, and I low-key need authority right now. What does this look like? I'll rock it later. Give me buffs, huh? Can I just internalize like all of these? What happens if I don't? But if it's a temporary debuff, what's the buff? Like, is it just the inverse, or how does that work? But I wasn't able to look at the solutions. I can't see what the solution is. I'm clicking on it, and it won't let me. Unless the solution is after like the time like expires. I'm not too sure. Fuck it, we ball. Actually, no, I need to go talk to that lady. I'm just gonna say fuck it, I already came to a conclusion. These guys are rats. They're scum.
You're back. Good. The lorries are still stuck at the roundabout. If the... Yes?
Oh wow, I never accepted it. Oh my god.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance. Until you come up with something at that intersection.
She simply nods.
Well, that's on me, right?
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know? But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
I need to get high, man, and I'm looking for a dealer. Let me be straight with you. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling. No.
Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk. Are you trying to pull some sort of an entrapment thing on me?
Entrapment? What's that?
Entrapment is where a law officer gets a person to commit a criminal offense they otherwise wouldn't commit, often through some trickery or fraud.
Yes. It's like trying to trick a person into doing something criminal that they'd never do.
Hey, if it yields results, shrug and give a thumbs up. Seems like a wonderful way to spot. No, I wouldn't do something like that.
Then what are you trying to accomplish?
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
God damn, did you use a big word on my dumbass?
Gotta guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kindly on missing cargo, and it gives me time to work on my rhymes.
Working on these rhymes clearly leads to muscular atrophy. Make sure you don't get hooked on poetry.
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
We wouldn't say he's lying, sire.
Hit him with your best verse. Okay.
Your best verse? You don't even have a bad verse in here. Just tumbleweed and liquor stains. Wait,
guitar,
no.
bro.
What are you doing?
I don't know where my capo is. She broke me. She fucking broke me.
That's brutal, man. But you know, time will...
No, stop. He's already mortified.
No, Tommy, these are my rhymes. Listen. She fucked me till I bled.
That's,
fucking tremendous, bro.
In the name of God, what are you doing?
It's, I will never be the same again. She's always there. Fuck the case. Fuck everything. Total doom. This sounds like, what, could be like some hate breed shit, you know? Like, I'm not gonna do it right. I'm gonna fuck up my voice, but you get the idea, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. These are your rhymes. They're from...
He's not lying. He liked the end.
Dude, let's go.
Yes. And I also thank you for stopping. We have a drug investigation to return to. How about we do that?
Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
Man, nothing's troubling me. Just the...
That all the beans you got, Tommy?
Gotcha. I guess we gotta talk to the fat guy over here.
Looking for something? Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body. You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Mirizza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
He eyes you warily, unsure how to respond. This goes on for about 2 seconds.
I don't know shit, and if I did, I wouldn't tell you. What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my...
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved his country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his luck and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it.
Jesus.
Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to. It's a fucking travesty is what it is.
I don't think I should just be straight up forward and say this, but like I got no other option.
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well. That's the one. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. Is your man alright? 100%. He's a lorryman selling his employer stuff. Broke the seals on his Humanox lorry. No doubt he's selling drugs too.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself...
Guess so.
Well, I mean, it's worth it. It's worth the visit, right? We gotta talk to this guy. I mean, we did technically rip him off, but I did take $10 from him, and then I sold the speakers for $30. So really, I spent like $20 on these shoes. Actually, no, I spent like $10.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
So it's like, it's not the end of the world, you know.
Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs. That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale. Or at my home, or on my person.
Sir, it appears to be true. No drugs in sight. Not in the box of sunglasses or under the speakers.
That's cool. Especially after you already said you're into them. All the coolest detectives in the movies do drugs. And are very conflicted about it. Still, no drugs here. That's even cooler. You investigating that and all. But,
A blatant lie, sire. Yet he tells it with such conviction. We'd believe him if we didn't know better.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole. I'm...
Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream. Exactly. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole with ingenuity. No! That's insane. It's the fat hater. He's been eyeing me for a week and he sent you here. Maybe he's the one, huh? Have you thought about that? Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
Honestly, like, if I had a gun, I would put it to his temple and threaten him.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd? You know, the drug crowd?
No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd. There's more here. He's afraid of this crowd, whoever they are, more than he is of the racist lorry man.
Shush, please. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please, don't get me into this mess. I spent 15 years working my way up. It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Interesting. Could this driver be connected to the Hardy Boys?
I don't know. Maybe. If she...
He's not ruling her out.
Interesting.
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now?
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos. I don't know. I'm not local. I don't know anything about that. All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detectives. Both of you. You deserve it.
Interesting. I'm gonna go harass that crazy old loon. Is she over here? I don't think she's over here. Is she over here? No, she was back there, wasn't she? No, she is right here.
The woman still has.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Where am I? Who are you? Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s. Back in Mefka, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring until you came along, that is. Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
What are you hauling?
Diamonds. Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was? Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine. I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
Oh, it's so much more than a high where I go, Harife. It's low. I go to the bottom.
Yeah, it's definitely some kick. Some terrible kick in the dark. A sleep kick. Perhaps you can find out later.
Then it's contraband, Lowman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo. Did you just call me a lady, Harife? I'm not that either, Harife. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs. It doesn't work like that on the long haul. I'm only terrifying to small children, and...
Yeah, it's not her. Believe me.
How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around when I have my movies to go to? Oh, Sim. What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary. If you don't know,
Maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
who the fuck is Irad? Ah, and what do I care about the Union boss? He's no Garrier, he's no Franco Negro, he's not even Hermenegildo the Hound.
I read that book.
Maybe, probably not. Makes no difference to me either way. Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramirizat to Grad, on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramirizat to Grad, Loman? No, Loman. Time.
Damn this. Make her answer.
Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
Timers are good for you, Loman. You should try them some. I would never make fun of.
Ma'am, you're not responsible for what a client puts in your lorry, as long as the seals are not opened. We officers know that.
Lay off her.
Where do you want me to go? This is... or I can...
I think we're done here, no?
Yes, go. Enough.
Interesting. Everyone pointing fingers. Big dog, what's good, my man?
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up? I don't want to talk about that.
Oh my goodness. Did she grab your balls? Did she tickle your nuts? Did she make you shit and come?
Man, I was hoping it isn't gonna be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is. I didn't, man. I told you I was hoping it's not her. That she wouldn't be mixed up in it.
It's true. We would of course lie. But a kind heart is tricky. Bah. Emotional rhetoric. He knew something and he didn't share it with you. That's a fact.
Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret. From me too. Now I see why. A friend? An acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law. A youngish woman. Gruff, but in a cool way.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Died. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
Then she may have dyed it again.
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did...
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this.
I don't believe you. She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her. I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Did this violent life
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind, the way it worked.
The pain it was causing her.
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her. Or
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one. Wait, this guy says they're friends. Then, acquaintances. And he's okay with others ratting her out. Now is not the time to focus on feelings. It's right here. The answer is right here. You just need to ask him. Come on, do it.
Fine. I don't want to be a butcher. And I don't want to be a knight either. I just want to be a person who can sleep at night. A little fame wouldn't hurt too. You're not going to put a bullet in your head if you blow it, are you? Because she's on the edge, man.
I wouldn't be so sure, Tommy.
Okay, I gotta just force your hand, bruh. I'm sorry.
I thought you were a different kind of cop. Here.
The keys to a motor lorry. Pretty complex. Looks like a chain lock.
Her lorry's still here. Down past the statue of Philippe. The cabin is green. You can get in there with these. That's all I know.
When did she leave?
Last Friday. No. I don't know. She left them to me. Because she trusted me. So I can get it out of the way when the jam breaks loose. Otherwise...
The other drivers would have to tow it or break in to get the machines moving.
If they break in, they would find what's hidden inside. Something incriminating.
I bet you are.
You know what, bro? Right here. You can't see me flipping you off, but if that's an option, it's right there. Either that, or I'm showing you my ass.
Thank you for your cooperation, sir. I know it was hard, but you did the right thing.
You don't really think so?
I really do. If I didn't, I wouldn't be in the RCM. Take care, sir.
Okay, I got the goddamn keys, bruh. Let's go. Let's fucking go. So where's her shit? Next to the statue of the... Oh, that's over here.
This screen found, A to Z, Contemporain, is parked in the shadow.
This is the one our man pointed to.
The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of the seat and twos. You push the key into the lock and turn. It makes a cracking. The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals. These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century. One of them particularly catches your eye, a centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat. There's definitely perfume in the air. It's spicy, with a hint of amberette, wafting through the bitter air of the cabin. The remnants of a sweet juniper-scented perfume, probably Grenade No. 5. The actress is draped in a sheathed dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera. Wait, doesn't she resemble someone you know? But you can't put your finger on whom exactly.
Yeah, I think I know who. If I was to guess.
The actresses and the rear actor all smile you a warm goodbye. Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least. For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV. Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation, with quite a range too.
A 20-kilometer radius at least, perhaps extended by an attachable antenna that's not here right now.
Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without a dial key.
The smell of 1,000, you wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rust, but one odd detail does catch your eye. Sandpaper adds extra grip.
Sandpaper? A novel technique? Yes? Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching. Looks like her, yes.
Women. Shake my head. SMH.
Yes, well...
Neurotic outbursts. I love it,
Now we
man.
know for certain who is the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation? We should talk with Titus, see what he's got to say on the matter. Are we finished with the lorry?
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. The radio transmitter sits on the center console. A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty. It's an issue of Peripherique from last Wednesday. A piece of... It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called These formulas look oddly painful.
The Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
Can I take it?
It's an issue of Peripherique. It looks like an article ripped out. These formulas...
The Ulan frequency...
The pull-out tool slides back into its nest. It closed the rock.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? All right, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep. Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks.
Listening in on your calls.
And last but not least, it looks like the Hardy boys knew this driver, as we know that she was present at the lynching. This may be the Union connection we've been searching for. As elegant as they are...
Don't be fooled. Desire always plays a role.
Yes, well...
You got a... Is it okay that I have a suspicion about lesbians, Kim? Excuse me?
Like Joyce told us, yes, logistically. But don't expect to bust this open during our stay here. At best, this is an angle we can use against them, to other ends, as extra ammunition. We should return to the murder case. See what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest there are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation. Sometime later, when we are done here. We do not... The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome. All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either. Debrief over. After you.
Very well.
You're back. Good. Yes, my eyes on the harbour have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered? It doesn't really matter. And I do apologize for the surveillance. In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it. If I may...
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality. I am sure you understand.
Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest. I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
The words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron and strawberries.
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Rivershoal West.
Since you are sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be. I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Who are they?
Crenell, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the Colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him. He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched. Last Sunday night. Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbor. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenell contractors carry out their orders, for now. It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once...
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
It'll be all of them. The decision is already made.
I have to say, this is not disco.
It is very far from disco. My only hope is that you provide a single, concrete suspect before the mercenaries indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put, if you don't pin this on someone good, and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
The Debardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a Hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? These men work in tandem using semi- and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all.
The muzzle loaders need to be reloaded after every 1 or 2 shots. The automatics every 1 or 2 minutes.
As I said, a bloodbath.
Maybe a good bloodletting is just what Martinez needs. Houses drenched in red, blood gushing down Rue de Saint-Cispar. The whole place mopped with a giant red rag. Fresh bullet holes for all the old buildings.
Many bleak scenarios have already come true. Nameless, badgeless detective of the citizens' militia. All we can do is keep the rest from going the same way. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
That's some disrespect right there.
If you mean did I see him alive, yes. But I did not know him. Lely, his service name, a nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one. He was 40. Or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw.
Indeed, this matches the dental reconstruction we saw on the body. What else? Nationality? Accent?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Oranese, or Messinian, maybe. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it, through the injury. That's all I...
Must be hard to force your face to move in a new fashion. If you continue like this, you'll have an aneurysm. Then you'll have to...
They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
You should show those meatheads exactly how savage you really are.
Yeah.
You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
One is obviously the scab leader at the harbor gates. The one chanting the idiotic slogans. The other has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you while you were canvassing the lorry drivers.
That may be so. I still hope you heed my advice.
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gate is a powder keg.
Of course it bothers me, Lieutenant. But my hands are tied. How would my employer react if it appeared I were intervening on behalf of the Union?
Your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the peace.
That would afford a good vantage point. In any case, it's practically inaccessible.
Where is your radio for contacting them, if I may?
Heavens no. I'm not an undercover agent. There's a short wave at the ship's wheel. I hope I can answer it better. Until the executions start? Truthfully, I don't know.
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative. It's a matter of days, not weeks. Not much. They boast a long list of
Meaning they're used to operate.
Yes. All the good conflict corridors. Supramundi, Yesut. I wouldn't go as far as...
It's the expression she objects to?
Yes.
She picked a strange hill to die on. Strike. She's silent.
What is the purpose of this, Detective?
Paramilitary death squad is a bit rich. But yes, were it up to me, I would have at least vetted them more thoroughly. Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, if you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though.
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP, ma'am?
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I'd be dealing with a group like Crenel. I have, and they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us.
She's being truthful. She is pressing them as hard as she can.
I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news.
Fantastic. I am gonna take a small break and end the stream here. Oh man, I'm gonna go to the store, get some energy drinks and shit. Probably be back.